Hey, welcome to Buckeye Grove. This is Kevin Noon. I'm sitting here at Ohio Stadium in a very thinned out press box, less than 40 up here, sitting at about the 5 yard line on the north end. I'll turn the camera here in a minute so you can get a view of what's going on. As you can see, masked up. I'm sure I'll catch grief about wearing blue, but it's baseball season and the Dodgers are still in the World Series, so I'm going to rock the blue for a little bit. It's not that ugly color of blue that you're not supposed to be wearing if you're around Ohio State. Brisk morning, I would say. I'd say about 50 degrees or so right now. I'm just making sure all my stuff's working. About 50 degrees outside. Very short walk from where they parked us. Looking out in the field, nobody's really out there yet. It's some of the trainer types are around. There are a good amount of cardboard cutouts there are a couple near Block O on the north end, and then on the even side of the stadium. And as I said, I'll give you a view in a couple of minutes on that. I'd say from about the north 30 all the way to the end zone, about a third of A deck has some cutouts there. There's some here on the odd side as well where we're sitting, but let me grab the camera and kind of show you what's going on. There are the cutouts. This is not the most simplistic setup that I have here right now, just trying some things out. If these things work, we'll try and do these more from like the road. Just wanted to kind of test this out. We will update on Buckeye Grove what we see in terms of players that are going through warm-ups and everything else. And of course, we'll have our live chat on the board. We'll have plenty of content with Griffin Strom and Jacob Binge and Marcus Horton holding down the fort off of campus right now. Expecting a good game. Buckeye still about a 26-point favorite. I think a couple of the keys for this game will be, not trying to go out and do too much. Don't go out there and not be Ohio State. Run the ball. Let Justin Fields be Justin Fields. We watched Wisconsin play last night. I was hanging out with our publisher of our Nebraska site, and we watched a little bit of that Wisconsin-Illinois game. And before everybody's ready to anoint Graham Mertz like the best quarterback of all time, ahead of Fields and ahead of Trevor Lawrence or whatnot, let's remember that Illinois secondary was nowhere to be found. He wasn't having to fit it in tight windows. Going up against cover two, there were just obviously some big holes. He found them. All the credit in the world. And I think that's a huge upgrade in terms of what they've been getting consistently out of Jack Cohn. He's been Wally pipped, in my opinion. It's not a good situation for him. Trying to think of other keys to this game. I'm really curious to see what the defensive line rotation is going to be. Larry Johnson through the years wants to rotate guys in and out. Even Bosa's and Chase Young. They were not going out there and playing 60 snaps. They have the depth on end. We'll see Jonathan Cooper, we'll see Zach Harrison, we'll see Tyreek Smith, we'll see all of them. But what's the defensive tackle rotation going to look like? What's that situation when you get beyond Tommy Togiai and Antoine Jackson? We didn't see the names of Haskell Garrett or of Teron Vincent as unavailable or game time decisions. Is that indicating that they're going to play? Is that just some gamesmanship? That they've heard all the media talking about the fact they weren't going to be on, that they probably weren't going to play. So it will be interesting to see, if they go through warm-ups and everything else. I may throw the camera back on again during warm-ups. I got to do a couple of radio interviews as well. Be sure to leave me comments and let me know. I'm wearing a lavalier mic, even though I'm having to wear this mask. I don't know how garbled this is going to sound, so I'm going to go back and listen to it afterwards. Again, this is really just kind of a test to see how this setup works. I've been talking to some other people in the industry who are like, you're really missing out not by doing live updates and everything else. So I wanted to give it a shot and see what it was all about. But, if you like them, we'll do more of them. If you don't, that's fine too. I don't need to see my ugly mug on camera. But Expecting a good game. If you're not a member of Buckeye Grove, be sure to jump in now and be part of the whole season. We would love to have you. And, for now, I'm going to just sign off. This is Kevin in for Buckeye Grove at Ohio Stadium here on Saturday morning.